Hello, and thank you for joining us for June's edition of Keeping Up with ASEA. This is your way to tune into all things happening here behind the scenes at corporate, to stay connected with us and to know what is up and coming. So today, to kick it off, I just want to cover some ways for you to stay connected with us. We've talked about this and recapped it last month, so I hope you are connected with us already. If not, be sure to share this with your team. Be sure to share this with others so that they can stay plugged in with us as well. So we have some really great videos that we're releasing on our YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to tune into the Beyond Redox podcast. That helps you to kind of catch all things that we have going on beyond just ASEA, the business, the opportunity, the product. We really dive into all things here at ASEA. So it kicked off with our president, Scott Aldred, talking about his past and his history, as well as what we have up and coming with our vision here at ASEA. The second episode was with a professional windsurfer, Federico Mauricio, which was incredible to be able to catch his spin and how he uses the product with us. And most recently, we have an episode released with Dr. Maureen Hayes and Dr. Andrea Borges. And it's all hosted by our Vice President of North America, Frank Santoyo. And it really dives into a lot more about redox mood, some things that you might not know, some benefits that we found through some great studies. So make sure to tune in, subscribe to our YouTube channel. We have a lot of great things coming through our Beyond Redox podcast, as well as if you found this video through your ASEA virtual office or in your email communication, we also post recordings onto YouTube. So it's really easy for you to be able to share with others and get them tuned into what we have going on. So make sure to catch us on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. So across every platform, wherever you are, we'd love to see what you have going on. Make sure to share with us and tag us. There's also a lot of great updates that come through our Facebook channel. So you can share, you can stay plugged in here if it's easier for you. And it's really, really fun to be able to see what's going on in your ASEA community. We also are on Instagram. So Facebook and Instagram, wherever it's easier for you to be sharing, please make sure to scan that QR code and you can find us at ASEA North America, just on Instagram. And it's really fun. We have some great highlights that go over our North America Ascent trips, a lot of the reels and highlights that we've had from our Impact Tour, as well as an as well as a Instagram takeover from Federico Mauricio, who we talked about a little bit earlier. So make sure to stay plugged into us on Facebook, Instagram. We love to be able to see what's going on. And it's a really, really great way, like I mentioned, to stay connected with your community and look across the aisle a little bit and see what's going on with your fellow ASEA members. And then the last way to make sure you're keeping in touch with what we've got going on is being subscribed to our email and text communications. So we're fortunate here in North America, this QR code, if you scan it below, will get you text messages directly to your phone for any updates. So you don't miss any of our calls, launches, or updates. And then if you need to make adjustments to your email communications, you can do that in your ASEA virtual office. So enough about staying connected. I want to get to the meat of this call today, which is talking about your ASEA resources. And we have a really, really unique opportunity today. I am joined by ASEA's very own Vice President of Global Events and Recognition, and she seldom makes an appearance. So we are very, very lucky to have her here with us today, Kim Larson. Hi, Kim, and today you're joining us to talk about convention a little bit. We're really excited to have you here. Chat with everybody, get us a little bit familiar with what we have and what resource that is for them available.
Thank you so much, Linda. I am so happy to be here with you today and talk about one of the biggest places that you can go to make connections, and that is at the ASEA convention. Convention is such a great place to come and network with other leaders as well as corporate, and to get the latest knowledge of technology that is happening with ASEA or on product knowledge, and to rub shoulders with other leaders to find out how they're being successful with building their business. So right now you can buy your tickets in the VO, and the cost for attending in live in person is $149. If you want to attend virtually, it is $69 and you'll be able to see the general sessions. However, you will be missing out on that networking that happens at convention that's so important to this event. The theme for convention this year is We Power Potential. And so everything that's going to be happening at convention will be focusing on that theme and helping you to power your potential through your ASEA business. I am going to take some time and go through some of the slides so that you are familiar with what to expect. You can see here that you fly into the Dallas-Fort Worth Airport, and it's roughly about a 30-minute drive from there to the downtown convention center area of Fort Worth. And you are welcome to rent a car. You are welcome to use Uber, to take a taxi. However, one thing I wanted to share with you is there's a very inexpensive way to get from the airport to Fort Worth, and that is through the Tex Rail system. It picks you right up at the airport and will take you to the Fort Worth Central Station, which is located right by the convention center. So the hotels that we are staying in, it's just a short walk from there. The ticket price is $2.50 each way. So that is a great way for you to be able to economize your budget and get down to Fort Worth from the airport. Now, you'll see that the convention center is a large convention center in that top left picture. The big blue glass tower at the back of the convention center is the Omni Hotel. And you can see on the picture on the right-hand side, that is basically how far you have to walk to get from the Omni to the convention center. You're literally just crossing a street and then you're into our space. So that's our closest hotel. The dates of convention are September 21st through the 23rd. Now, we have 2 hotels available right now that you're able to stay in, and that would be the Sheraton and the Omni. The Fairfield, our block has sold out. And I just went on to the internet and looked at what the rates are. If you were to stay outside of our room block, you're spending well over $340 to stay at either of these hotels during our time. So make sure that you are registering within the ASEA block to get the price that we have advertised here. The Sheraton is $189. It is a brand new hotel. They did a complete renovation, tore everything down to the drywall, and have refinished every single room. And right now are finishing up the public spaces. So a brand new space for our event. And then the Omni is $229. And that is the closest hotel, which I said is literally across the street from the convention center. If you do drive to the event, there is a parking fee to stay at that property, which is $32 a night. You'll get complimentary internet while you book in our room block at that $229 rate. The Sheraton is $189, newly renovated, and the parking there is $30. Both of them are really easy to walk to from the hotel. So please go on to ASEAconvention.com and click on the hotel link to get your room. Now, I do encourage you, we have limited rooms at each hotel, so I encourage you to book your rooms now to ensure you get this rate. Because once we sell through our blocks, you're going to be paying that higher rate at the hotel. So this is a great way to capitalize on the discounts that we have at the properties. So next, the Fairfield, as I mentioned, is sold out, but we'll go on to the next slide here and I'll show you the layout of this space. So the convention center is quite large. We are in that bottom portion where it says store VIP lounge, that corner of the convention center. Registration will be right as you walk in from the Omni. And then on that main floor is where we will have our ASEA experience with the store. You'll take the escalators upstairs and that will take you to where our general sessions are. So if we go to this next slide, you can see directly above is the general session. That's where we're going to have our closing party. And just around the corner is where our breakouts are going to be. So it's a nice compact space, easy to get to, and you won't have to walk as far as in some of the places that we've been to previously. Pardon me. So it'll be really great. However, there are scooters available to rent. And again, you can get that information from the website. Okay, we're going to talk through some of our agenda. Wednesday is when registration does begin for the event. We will have registration open from noon until 8 p.m. on Wednesday. And if you would like to learn more about the science, you can purchase a separate ticket for Science Behind Redox. That is a 3-hour session that will be taught by our Medical Professionals Board and some of our experts here at ASEA. That evening, we have a diamond dinner from 6 to 9 for those who are qualified to attend that event. Thursday morning, all Lifetime Diamonds will be able to have a store preview from 7:30 to 8:30 before our first general session happens. General session begins at 9 o'clock and will go until noon. And then the store will open up and we have workshops that afternoon from 2 to 5:30 where you'll be able to learn from business leaders, practical tools and tips, and more information on products from corporate leaders, and really get the tools that you need to build your business. Friday, we'll have our second general session from 9 until 11:30. We'll break for lunch. Again, the store is open for you to go in and utilize and shop and get information. Then in the afternoons from 1:30 to 4, we'll have more workshops. And then that evening is our recognition celebration. This is where we're going to recognize all of our associates for the wonderful success that they have had over the past 18 months since our last convention. And because people like to get dressed up, we will have a more formal attire for that evening should you like to dress up and come to the event. Saturday morning, we are going to do something different. This is not your typical workshops. This is what we're calling Experience ASEA. We are going to explore the many ways that ASEA powers potential. You'll be able to participate in a service project from the foundation. Small, shorter fireside chats that will give you tools and information that you need to build your business. Experience the product, experience different ways that ASEA powers your potential. And it's more on your flow. You can come and go and experience things for as long as you want. They're not as formal as a workshop and a general session. That afternoon is our closing session from 1:30 to 3:30, and then that evening is our closing party from 8 to 10:30. The closing party will be a themed party, and we will be giving you more information in the coming weeks about what that theme is so that you can adequately prepare your costume for the party. Now, the different ways that Linda was talking about to stay connected, you will want to stay connected in the coming weeks because we are going to be talking about convention and sharing with you who our speakers are going to be, what the content's going to be, what to expect at convention, what your takeaways are going to be. And so you'll really want to stay tuned to that so that you understand how valuable being at convention will be and why you should bring your teams and be part of convention. There's nothing like convention. There's no other event that you can go to like convention. There will be thousands of people in the room and spending the 3 days together, learning from each other and really refreshing your motivation to build your ASEA business. We can't wait to have you in Fort Worth, Texas with us to power your potential and the future. Thanks, Linda, for letting me be here and share some of this with you.
Thank you, Kim. That was so incredible. I hope you guys feel just as excited to meet us and join us there in Fort Worth. If you didn't get enough out of it, like Kim mentioned, stay connected with us because there's so much more up and coming that we can't wait to share with you to see what we have happening at Fort Worth. This is no small undertaking. And so this has taken, I think, probably the last year, right, Kim, since the last event to plan out. She's nodding. This is amazing. And thank you, Kim, for you and your team dedicating your time, dedicating your efforts to making this such an incredible event. I was fortunate enough, my first event was actually last year in Las Vegas, at our convention in 2022. And I had already worked at ASEA for about 2 years, but being able to feel just the energy and connect with people in person after COVID and after everything, it was just so incredible. It's exhausting. You are going to take so much away from it, but you're going to be able to really just connect with your ASEA community and really get really unique information that you wouldn't be able to find elsewhere. So make a point to be there. If you are not able to attend and join us in person, there's going to be so much, like Kim mentioned, that you can experience only on site. But if it's really difficult for you to join, at least join us virtually so that you can be getting that same information with us through the general sessions and the links that we have. So thank you again, Kim, for joining us. That was so great. We have a lot more up and coming. So I hope you're getting that we are constantly working. We're constantly busy here at ASEA to keep you up to date and have great things for you and your business and supporting that. So what we have up and coming, mark your calendars, make sure you've already purchased your convention ticket, make sure you're passing it along to everybody, getting them rallying up to join you in Texas. But we have something really exciting up and coming. So get your phones out and scan this QR code or mark your calendars for next week. On Tuesday, the 13th, we're going to have a very special call. And I can only use the word special because this is going to be so exciting, so different. I can't stop smiling. This has me super excited to be able to share with you all. So make sure you're tuned in. This will be at 12 p.m. Mountain Time. So you can tune in at any time. We'll have the call recorded so that you can go back and watch it, but it should just be a quick 15-minute update with some exciting announcements. So we've got a little bit of a teaser photo there in the corner, and I just can't wait for this incredible, exciting thing to get out to the world and for you all to be able to see it and experience it. So thank you so much for joining us today. It's been an incredible, fruitful, in-touch call. So thank you again to Kim. If you are wanting to find other ways to tag in and really know what your resources here are at ASEA, make sure you're catching these every month. These videos will be released on the first Monday of every month so that you can plan for this next month ahead of you. So for June, make sure to really dial in, tune in. We can't wait to see you next week on our special call, and then again in September in Fort Worth. So thank you so much for keeping in touch with ASEA.